he's just gotten a little bit of work the last couple of weeks because the cast has gotten reduced to where he could catch. And we knew today, he's not really allowed to scrimmage, so we weren't tackling, although he could get a thump on it. We thought protected. So nice to see him get a few work, get some work, get a few catches. Probably more than anything just for self-confidence and self-esteem because he's been working out, but he's missed some of the work. So I think that was just good it was good for us to see. I think it'd probably be really good for him. Be interesting to get his feedback and what he thought when we talked to him. Dom's been good. He's in that crowd of 6, 7, 8 guys. At the same time, it's a competitive world. Mitchell Page and Ricky had the other day. Sometimes it's just the rotation, the coverages, where it goes. But it's nice to see him make some plays. He'll be in the mix. And like I said, we've had 6, 7, 8 guys with Booker and Page and Graham and guys have done well. Isaac Griffith had a class tonight and missed him. Latham had a class. Fuchs had a class. We had a few guys with classes that we missed. But it was a good go. And those 2 guys did well. But I wouldn't be surprised when the signees come in. There'll be a lot of competition there, which we need for that position to keep moving.
Who do you think made the most of these 15 practices, whether position group or just individual player? Who do you think sort of got the most out of this spring session?
I'd say Sudfeld. I think it's the first time he's kind of taken over. It's been the first time he was truly the guy. And I think he's kind of grasping that his presence and his voice counts. And not that he needs to give the Gipper speech all the time, but just his body language and the way he goes about his work and trying to, I think he and I think Mangierian's actually, I think some of our old guys, it's been the best. We don't have a lot of seniors, but we've always worked hard, but there's been a little bit more passion or urgency or purpose in the work. Where I use the analogy sometimes, a dog chasing a car uses a lot of energy, and there's a lot of effort going on there, but he's never catching the car, but he's just going crazy and he's running his tail off, and it's a great effort. But he ain't catching it. And I always thought we've had good effort, but I think there's been more classroom transition to the field, more buy-in, and those old guys, because they now brought some young guys with them. So I'm pleased with the old guys, and they know what's going on. But some of those guys, Zach Shaw, it's his fourth spring, and Darius Rayner has been our most consistent D lineman. And so when you got some fourth-year guys doing that means a lot. And I say that with a lot of respect for those guys. That was great to see.
Is Nate doing some of the things that you were hoping that he would do to separate himself a couple years ago when he was splitting time with Trey?
Well, I don't know. When you're splitting, and they're splitting because the talent was about the same and the production's about the same. So, and you're younger. So he's just probably just more comfortable with himself, more at ease. But again, we just had a few sessions of some team exercises where several teammates said, listen, even when you're hurt, I watch you. I had a couple guys stand up one day and I said, if you watch this guy, raise your hand. And it was like the whole team went, boom. Coaches were going, I watch him. He's a guy that, when he's going good, I know we're going good. And so I think some things like that just register with Nate. He's always been good. He's never been bad. I just think he's just maturing. And because of that, I think now he can handle those things and still work and get better and play. Sometimes you're working so hard to be the leader, you can't play good. Or you can't get better because you're thinking about all the things I got to do to help everybody else, and you can't do your job. So he's just got more comfortable, and like I say, he's done very, very well.
The running back position, was it more disappointing to be without Jordan Howard for a couple weeks, or was it kind of nice to see Alex Rodriguez?
Well, every time, it's a great question because, one, he needs work, and he'll still have plenty of time, and he has enough game experience, even with a different offense. He's proven that he can handle getting hit and preparing in doing it week after week. So still our system, it'd be nice to see. But that being said, they did give more to Rodriguez, who had a class tonight, and Brookins, who had a class tonight. But Andrew Wilson's always been very, very solid. Divine's been steady, been good. Tommy Mister just coming off the knee was doing good, got an ankle sprain. And he had a class tonight. So right now there'll be 4, 5, 6 of them. They'll be playing special teams. We'll hopefully get down to the 2 or 3 that are the featured players. And right now, I would think with talent experience, Jordan will potentially be there. And all he got was just a mind, didn't require anything other than he hyperextended elbow. We need to quieten down. And he's kind of like Hawkins. I think he's about a week or 2 away from being good. So
Saturday you talked about the open field tackling being better and the physical, keeping things a little simple and emphasizing the physicalness help the defense this spring. Did you see any of that?
Well, I don't know because, and I think, but now it's practice 15, so now you pop those pads off. and we'll go into lifting and running. We'll do a lot of, we'll have probably, it's every summer it's been anywhere from 17, 18, 19, 20 player practices. So and that means they're doing 7 on 7. So strength coaches will lift them and run them. And during all those practices, you can still work on your football, but when you pop the pads off, you kind of lose that hitting. So you're just like a boxer again. You know, you got to go in there and spar a little bit and get used to delivering blows, get used to taking blows, and you know, and how to do that. So you get stronger, you get in shape. But as even though I think we really gained, there's going to be almost a slight drop off that you have to reestablish as you get into August. And so I like the way we came out of spring. My experience tells me there'll be a slight starting, not where it is. We need to get back and go past where it is. But I think as coaches, we're getting smart enough to quit coaching plays and continue to coach right now just the development of the culture and the attitude. And that's been my emphasis. I had a bunch of coaches, I wouldn't let them watch tape for a couple weeks on cut-ups. I said, nope, go to the weight room and spend time with your guys and get to know them. And quit worrying about watching that tape, because the same tackles we missed in the game, we missed on the tape, and the same blocks we made or missed, and the same throws we made or didn't, and the good plays. So, but you want to sit there and you're going to judge all that. I go, let's get to know the team. Let's get the team believing in us. Let's get connecting with them, and that's been the gist of spring. And that being said, I think that's why the players and coaches have a good vibe of where we sit. Now, we got a long way to go, a lot of development to do. Guys, we've already been out recruiting. I got guys leaving tonight, heading out tomorrow. We're in a recruiting cycle. It's eval for next year. It's also making sure those guys we signed are dotting I's and crossing T's and all going to show up, which they look like they will, but you can always get an Achilles heel glitch there. We got exams. We got 1 week of class exams. I think we've got 40, almost pushing 50 guys here for May summer school, and the whole team here for June. And we'll get into a great summer cycle, and then we'll get back in August. And I like the schedule, but I really like the team.
Touchdown! Wow, what a play!